Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know today I was meant to film a Christmas glam look, but I got totally distracted and I've done a cut crease eye instead. I wore one yesterday for work and my work's due, and I got so many compliments and everyone kept going on about my eyes all day, so I decided to do a cut crease. I've done a more like plummy purple cut crease today. I think yesterday turned out blue when it was meant to be black. I'll put some pictures in so you can see the look from yesterday as well. So I've just done a step-by-step on how to achieve this cut crease that I've done, which has got a glittery liner with it as well. I'm going to film the Christmas glam look on Christmas Eve. Slightly more appropriate to film it on Christmas Eve, I think. So I'm going to get 2 videos up this week. I've also updated another blog post, so if you would like to go and have a read of that, which is about where I ordered my eyelashes from in America, take a quick look at that. So stay tuned if you'd like to see how I created this cut crease eye, and I shall see you all on Thursday. Bye! Hi! So I've done one eye, which obviously you've just seen my full face done. So I'm going to do it on the other eye to show you how I did it. I always thought a cut crease was quite difficult. I've watched other YouTube videos before, and some look like they've done it really easy, and I was like, it's not that easy, but I think once you've got the technique right, especially on your own eyes, it's a little bit easier. It doesn't actually take me as long now than it used to, and I used to kind of use like a blunt pencil and it'd smudge all over my eyes. So it's just about getting the technique right and just getting used to doing it on your own eyes. So first you use a pencil of some kind. So I'm going to use the KIKO lip pencil in 710, which is that purple colour I've got in my crease and underneath my eye. So I'm just going to give it a sharpen first because it's quite blunt and you need it to be quite sharp. Okay, so everyone's eyes are different. You will place your line somewhere different to where I do. So as you can see on my eyes, this bit is quite low, kind of like slightly hooded, so it kind of falls over my actual eyelid. So I need to draw my line above that. So if you look straight into a mirror and kind of mark out, do it this way, where the top of your eye crease is. So don't need to go ridiculously high up, just so that when you draw the shape in a minute, it's gonna sit above your crease. So when you've got your eyes open, you can still see the cut crease. It's not kind of covering it, which can sometimes happen. So if you just draw it slightly above that crease and then just follow your natural eye shape. So I always jog it out like this side. Oh, typical me to go and bloody draw all over my face. So I've obviously winged mine out quite far. You don't have to do it that far if you don't want, but I have done today. Join it up with that line. It looked really messy at the start. This is normal. At first when I started doing it, when I first tried to do it, it looked really messy like this, and I was like, oh, why does everyone else's look really perfect? and it doesn't get to that stage straight away. You need to get there eventually. So, because I've used a lip pencil, it's quite smudgy. So just with a small smudgy brush, just blend that out. Try to aim blending it upwards, so not onto this part, but it doesn't matter anyway because we're going to conceal this part. So if you do smudge it, which I probably will, you're going to tidy it up anyway. So you might have to redraw your line a couple of times depending on how pigmented your pencil is. So on this eye, it's quite bold still where I've put that line, whereas on this eye I had to draw it on a couple of times. So you've just kind of got to guess how much definition you need. Try not to press very hard on your blending brush because you don't want to completely smudge that line. Okay, so obviously when I've got my eyes open, now you can still see this bit, whereas this bit has slightly disappeared. So go back in with your pencil. So it's still there, it is there, but it's just hidden by my eye creases. So just draw that a little bit higher. A little bit higher. That's better, so you can see it. And just smudge that out again. Like that. Okay, so I finally got my Sugar Pill blending brush and I love it. So I'm going to use that next with a bit of Swiss chocolate from MAC, which is like a reddy brown. You don't need a lot on your brush, you can hardly see what I've put on mine. Just to bring this part a little bit more smudgy so it's not as harsh. And then I'm going to go and use a bit of Truth by Illamasqua, which is quite similar to Swiss chocolate, but it's just a little bit more browny. Just following that shape. Obviously it's faded quite a bit now. Then just get like a cream coloured eyeshadow. Just blend that top part out. Probably made this bit a bit too smudgy, so just get your concealer brush. Buff it away. Okay. Now I'm going to go back in with that pencil to define the line again, because as you can see it's completely smudged out. Now I'm going to use a tiny angled brush, super thin, with a bit of Inglot 50 eyeshadow, which is a purple. It's very similar to the pencil. So say you do this in blue, use an eyeshadow that's similar to the pencil colour you used. So if you use black, use a black shadow. If you use green, use a green shadow. Just something very similar. Because the pencil is creamy, you need to set it with powder. So that is basically what I'm doing, but I'm also just defining it a little bit more, as well as setting it. Now we're going to conceal this part of the eye. So I'm just using MAC Studio Finish Concealer, which is quite a thick one, with a concealer brush. And I'm just going to literally jog that all across. My lid area. So if before you were quite messy and you got eyeshadow on this part, this is the time to tidy it up. Okay, now I'm going to set that with Vanilla from MAC, which is just a cream eyeshadow. Just literally setting it. Because again, we don't want the cream to wet the pencil and the shadow we've put above and for it to smudge, so you do really need to set that. Okay, next I'm going to use Illamasqua's Pigment in... Oh, why can't I read? I'm not even going to attempt it. Not even going to attempt it. It's like an iridescent white. I'll put it in the description box. We're just going to press that over the cream eyeshadow. Even drag it out down here as well. Okay, nice and sparkly. Now I'm going to, what am I going to do now? I'm going to do my eyeliner. So I've actually used black eyeliner and then I've just pressed glitter over the top, just normal craft glitter, which is like a bluey purple black colour. You can use any colour you want. Because I've done my liner here, I've pointed it out a little bit, as you can see. So I'm going to start in this corner. Get the smallest angled brush you can find. This one is tiny. The smaller the better. So bring that into a point at the tear duct. Oh, my black liner that I'm using is Black Cromealine by MAC, which is, I think it's a pro product, but you can get it online and they do it in different colours. And I think it's waterproof. You get more grams in this. This is a 5 gram pot. Now the black track is a 3 gram pot, and I'm sure it's either cheaper or the same price to get this one, and it's a lot better. It's creamier, so it goes on a lot smoother, as you can see. But I think it's waterproof as well, which is always a bonus. done that side a little bit lower. I have. Okay, I'm just going to wing this out on a little bit more then. And I might just drag that down a bit. So there's always a way to fix something if it goes a little bit wrong. Take a little bit that way. And there we go. And then, while it's still a little bit tacky, I'm just going to press this glitter over the top. Now you probably will get a lot of fall down from this onto your cheeks. That's why I've not done my concealer yet. And then to tidy it up, because my face is super sparkly, I'm just going to use these horrendous foundation brushes. They're horrible. I have not used one of these since I've been in like year 10 at school. So that was just a little bit of foundation that I've put over the top to kind of smudge that glitter away. Okay, next I'm going to get that purple liner, put it in my waterline. Now it is a lip liner, so you probably shouldn't really do this. But I have. But maybe try and use an eyeliner. But I just don't have an eyeliner this colour. So I've had to use a lip liner. Then just use a smudgy brush with a bit of that shadow that we used over the top of the liner, which in my case was the Ingot one. Again, because you are using a cream product, it does need to be set. And it's just going to smudge it out. Okay, so next I'm going to apply a bit of mascara on the bottom lashes. There we go. And then I'm just going to apply Illamasqua Emerge Pigment underneath my eye as a corrector. Blend that out with my sponge. And then set that with a powder puff. And I've started to use a pressed powder now instead of the loose one that I used to use. So this one is the NARS Flesh powder. So you just run your powder puff in it, press it underneath the eye. And then there's no way ever that your mascara will start to smudge underneath your eye, or because we have used cream products, if you do get a bit warm and they start to go a little bit more creamier again, there's no way that it'll transfer because you've set it now. so that's it, it's that. Lashes, I'm going to put on, I love my lash jar, so I just got this jar from IKEA. I think it was like £1.20 or something. Oh my god, £1.20, and then I got the lights to go inside, which were about £4, and then I just put my lashes inside. I love it, it looks cuter when it's like sat on my desk. Okay, anyway, so I'm going to use the MAC 34 lashes, which are one of my all-time favourites. They're kind of like this. So they go quite wispy at the end, quite long, whereas here they're really short. I'm going to apply my latex-free lash glue because it's the best in the whole entire world. I might actually put the link of the lash glue in my description. It's just from eBay. I think it's about £3 maybe. I'm also going to do a review of my eyelashes that I ordered from America from loveeyelashes.com on my blog, if you want to go and have a quick read of that as well. I've just ordered, I think, about 16 pairs for £20, including delivery, so definitely check that out if you're aspiring makeup artist or are makeup artist and wondering where I get all my eyelashes from for my kit and myself. Go and have a little read. It's beautyglam.co.uk, but I'll put the link below anyway. Okay, so I'm just going to stick these on. Look at how wispy these were at the end. Oh, I love them. They're quite long though at the end. With this look, I probably wouldn't go for an extremely dramatic lash or something that's very dark at the root, because it's just going to ruin the eye makeup totally. It's just going to completely disguise it. Because these are quite thin, you can see through them, so you can still see. Whereas if you get one with quite a thick black base or even thick lashes, it's just going to spoil it because it's going to block this view here. Okay, so eyes are done. I'm just going to finish off the rest of my skin and then I shall be back with you. See you soon. Okay, all finished now. So I've just applied MAC Gold Deposit Bronzer on my skin, and I've just used it as a blusher as well. And my highlighter, I've actually used this old Inglot Sparkling Dust Face, Eyes and Body. It's like a sparkly shimmery powder. It was absolutely gorgeous and I've not used it for ages, so I decided to use it as a highlighter. And then on my lips I've just put Illamasqua Tease lipstick and NARS Orgasm lip gloss over the top, which is like a peachy pink with a gold shimmer to it. Yeah, so that's it for today. I'll put all the products in the description list below, like always. Hopefully get my blog done later on today about the eyelashes from America that I order, so take a quick look at that if you'd like. I'll be back on Christmas Eve, which isn't actually that far away now, to do Christmas glam, because I know I was meant to do it today, but got totally distracted with the more drag queen look for my day off. Enjoy the rest of the week if you're working, guys, and I'll see you on Christmas Eve. Bye.